Hey, this is Allie Edwards, and I'm here to introduce you to the newest story theme, type. Now, type can be a couple different things. One of the things that I'm focusing on this month is the idea of playing with literal type. So as you're going to see in the kit, we've included a bunch of different alphabets, things that are fun to play with related to creating titles, but it can also be for telling stories about things that are your type of things, right? Your type of food, your type of movie, your type of vacation. What are the things that are your type, or the people that are your type? So some fun, different kinds of stories can come about from that. I also think that this is going to end up being a good one for telling stories related to school with all of the alphabets included in here. That's kind of a good jumping off point for that as well. Let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at what's included in the kit this month. Alright, so let's start out this month with the white acrylic word that we include in the kit each time, so the big word type there. One of the other things I want to talk about, just as a reminder, in each of the story kits we include a marketing card that has some information on the back, so some stories that you might want to consider telling, and then it has a quote and an image on the other side. This one, the quote this month says, "You can't do anything about the length of your life, but you can do something about its width and depth." And the reason why I wanted to use that quote this month is I like the idea of thinking about the type of life you want to live, right? So that's kind of playing in to the ideas type. So I just wanted to reference that as well. I like to use these cards as date cards in Project Life. So they often show up in the 4x6 pocket in the top left corner in Project Life for me. So let's start out. First thing, let's talk about, we have a chipboard alphabet here. This is a gray colored alphabet. It just has single letters in it, but you can come up with a variety of different words for a title there. So we have a gray alphabet. Then we have a really fun plastic alphabet, which includes obviously all the different letters. They have plastic pieces that are in the middle that you can just pop out there. But all of the different letters in the alphabet in the colors in the kit, so you can play around. You could use these together, you could mix and match them. I think that will be fun to come up with titles and story ideas using that alphabet set there. And then next up we have a word phrase sticker set. We just did black and white this time. These ones say things like just my type, letters, this happened, loving this, word for word, my favorite type, piecing it together, typing away, right? The idea of like typing on a computer. I think that's another fun angle as well. Typing it out, these words, my words. So definitely pulling in the idea of story as well, even as we're playing with the idea of type there too. Then we have something that's fun that we don't often do in the story kit, but we're actually including a 3x4 stamp this month, and it is an alphabet stamp, just a fun typewriter set. I've been wanting to have something like this for myself just to play around with, so we included that in the story kit this month. So a fun lowercase type alpha set there, stamp set. Then we have the chipboard set this month, again playing around with the colors from the kit. Just my type of adventure, your type and my type, the story of a moment, fill life with experiences, working on becoming the type of person I know I can be, I heart this type of day, not my type. Playing around with those kinds of things. I get you and you get me, so play off on, you know, what is your type, I guess, as well too. And then we have the cards as usual. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4x6 cards first. These are single-sided now, as we've switched. Most of you guys know that. Just one of those days with kind of a fun place for your text to go in there. Just one that says, "Aw, yeah." Just my type of story. This one says life stories. This one says remember all the good times. Remember all the good times, I like that one. My type of weekend. one that has 1, 2, 3, 4 different story spots on there. And this one says, hey you, throw kindness around like it's confetti. So definitely on these cards I was playing around with just playing with type, so mixing type, right, as the kind of literal interpretation, but then being able to have some of these in here as well that are like just my type of weekend or just my type of story, that kind of thing as well. And then let's take a look at the 3x4 cards. Just one where you can add in whatever you want there. This one says, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself and your way of thinking. You are just my type. The story. This one says, be bold or italic, never regular. That's kind of a fun play on the idea of type. Life, this is the type of story I want to tell. Not till we are lost do we begin to find ourselves. This one says, me, I am the type of person who believes this, with the little dots there. Thankful for this type of day. Okay, the story goes like this. Today, a little story about this one day. And then one that says, love this. So just a really fun, bright, colorful mix of products to be able to tell a variety of different stories this month. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the add-on options are for the story kit type. Alright, so the story kit add-ons this month include an alphabet washi tape, so it's just white with black type on there. I totally love how this turned out. I think it's super universal and can be used for lots of things. We also have a set of 3x4 alphabet cards, so you could use something like this to tell the story, like your story from A to Z, kind of that alphabet of me idea. And so these are the cards already ready for you. This would be really fun for a kid's album or for a kid's project. You know, the alphabet of your family maybe. Or you could just use them to put in place in Project Life when you have something related to each one of these. Or you could totally spell something out on a 12x12 page using the different alphabet cards there, and these are just single-sided with the colors from the kit with the letters of the alphabet on there. And then we have another option, which is a second chipboard set. This is the same font and size as the gray one that's included in the kit, but just in that light pink color. So if you're looking for some additional chipboard alphabets, that one would work really great for that as well. So this is a full look at what's included with the type kit and then the type story kit add-ons.